I'm Hunter Christensen, and I'm the owner of New York SubHub.
Kind of cliff note version of the history of SubHub is my dad's from Jersey. He came down in 1979. He was 21 years old to help kind of make it what it is today. He actually had a picture of a house, and he was like, "I'm gonna come down, make enough money to buy this house, and move back." And met my mom, and X amount of years later, he's still here. So, like I said, he was 21, kind of started. It was actually in the building next door. It was just a little sliver when that used to be a 7-Eleven. This actually used to be a house. So in 1980, bought the house, kind of gutted it out, made it into the building today, and then just kind of been a family business since. As far as everything on the walls, we've collected over 40 years. I mean, these metal signs that are behind us, the New York City Transit Authority, when they replace them, they put them up for sale. So, for 50, 75 bucks, you can have them, you can buy them and then have them shipped down here. So a lot of this stuff is from New York City. We have a bench over there that's from a subway station that was actually sawed in half. There's a Times Square sign that's from Times Square. So it's very New York, and it's just been collected over the years. Myself and my brother, we've worked here since we were, under 10 years old. There used to be a beer being served at the counter, so we sat there and we would bust tables whenever they got dirty. But as far as me taking over ownership of it, I graduated in 2011. So January 1st, 2013 is whenever I took it over, and my dad retired and my mom kind of got out of here. So my parents kind of wanted me to stay out of here and get different options, but this is something I've always kind of wanted to do. I realize that my situation is not like most people, where my parents do have a restaurant, and I've always wanted to kind of carry on that family name, family tradition of owning this store. So I went and got that degree, decided that this is still what I wanted to do, and so here I am, 6, 7 years later. We got our letter, like I said, I think it was about June 20th, June 21st, as well as Oriental Express, Campus Bookstore, and the car wash right there. They all got the letter probably within the same week or 2 weeks of each other. And basically the letter states that they are starting the process of eminent domain. Here's what we believe is fair market value for your property, which they did for each property. Their offer was based on an appraisal that was 2 years old, and in our case, some of the details as far as what our building looks like, for instance, they describe our hardwood floors as ceramic tile, or the outside of our building as brick and glass. So right then it's like, okay, it's littered with incorrect information just on the appearance of the store. How can we take their numbers as correct as well? So, there's no expiration or timeline that UNT has to follow. So we usually wake up in the morning and wonder what's going to happen today. They're doing whatever they got to do, and from the beginning they've been very distant from us, haven't kind of told us what their plans were. I sat down with the Vice Chancellor of Facilities and Acquisition, and I said, "What are y'all's plans?" directly asked him, and he's like, we don't have any immediate plans for these properties. The best part about this is that interacting with a lot of great people each day. We have a lot of customers that have actually been coming in here since the 70s or the 80s that have seen me grow up. You know, even some of my employees, I actually get married in December. Some of my employees are in my wedding. You know, a lot of customers are invited to my wedding. But you can't, you know, purchase the character that this place has. One of the great things about Denton is the uniqueness and the kind of the quirkiness and the local vibe you got from it. It's not just another Plano or Frisco where it's strip center, you know, and they're all uniform and they're all looking the same. And since then, I've just been trying to keep as many eyes on the situation as possible. We have a petition out that's almost at 27,000 signatures. So that is 27,000 people that are supporting our cause of standing up to UNT and threatening eminent domain. We keep all of our information on our Facebook page. That way, what we know, the public knows. We've been here for over 40 years. We want to continue to be here. So as of now, we're waiting for their next step. In the process of eminent domain, they're supposed to offer us a final offer. And then we are given, I believe, 14 days to respond to that, whether we accept it or we reject it. And then we move on to phase 2, which is the court proceedings. So like I said, we're waiting to see what they do next.